welcome to my channel. My name is Emily, and today I would like to share with you a quite short yoga flow, just because I'm sure that with this coronavirus epidemic, everyone is stuck at home and would love to move. So if you'd like to flow with me, please grab a mat or anywhere that's comfortable to practice on. You can even probably use the floor, maybe if you have a towel underneath. Alright, so make your way down on your mat and let's get started. So we're going to start here in a child's pose with the knees apart, the big toes touching, and just extend your arms out in front of you and rest your forehead down on the mat. Here, really reach through the fingertips, lift your elbows. Make sure that you're really pulling the fingertips forward and the sit bones back, so finding maximum length in your spine. And let's take 10 breaths here, just settling into your space. Every inhale, draw the breath all the way up into your upper back. Draw the shoulder blades down so you're broadening the upper back. On every exhale, keep squeezing your navel in just to lengthen your upper body more. Feel the opening in both hips. Let's take this for 5 more breaths. And last 3 breaths here. And then on an inhale, reach forward through the fingertips. And then exhale, walk both hands over to the right side to stretch out the left side of your body. If you want to take this deeper, you can place the left hand over the right. And the aim is to stretch here the left side, so from the left hip all the way up. So make sure you're still grounding down through your left hip. And every inhale, send the breath into your left side body. Every exhale, squeeze the navel in, draw the hips back. Good, and next inhale, walk your hands back through center, reach the fingertips forward. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left side. Three more breaths here, breathing length into the right side of your body. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back through center. Take a deep breath in here, lengthen. And next inhale, lift onto your hands, lift your chest. And then here, sit your shoulders directly over your hips. Place the hands behind you, make sure you're not moving the legs. And then on an inhale, open up the chest. So make sure here that you're not collapsing back, but you're really lifting up through the chest, lengthening the spine, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And let's take 2 more breaths. Every inhale, lifting up through the chest. And then next exhale, walk your hands out in front of you, coming into a tabletop position. Here you want to stack your shoulders directly over your wrists and your hips directly over your knees. Hollow the lower belly, reach the crown of the head forward, and really draw the tailbone back. Let's take 2 breaths here in a neutral spine. On your next inhale, drop the belly, open up the chest, gaze up. Exhale to round your spine, tuck your chin and tailbone in. Inhale, micro bend the elbows, pull your chest open, look up. Exhale, press the mat away from you, round your spine, tuck your chin and tailbone. 1 more inhale. And exhale to round. On your next inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And then we're going to turn the hands around. So I am aware this may not be accessible for everyone. If it is accessible, then on your next exhale, round your spine so that you can really feel a nice stretch here in the back of the wrists. If this is too much, then you can sit onto your heels and just press the fingertips down and heels of the hands away from you and go up to where is your maximum capacity. So not stretching or overstretching. Good, wherever you are, let's hold for 2 more breaths. And then slowly everyone coming back to tabletop. From here, to stretch the back of the legs. On your next inhale, extend the right leg back and tuck your toes. And then start to rock back and forth, so just lengthening the calf muscles, the back of the leg. Keeping the whole rest of your body straight. So one straight line between the right heel and the shoulders. And then bring your shoulders directly over your wrists again. Lift the right leg off the mat. Exhale, bring your right toes over to the left side and keep your toes tucked. And then you're going to press onto your hands, especially the right one, and look back towards your right toes. So you're creating this C shape in the body, finding length in the right side. So you should feel that especially over the right hip. One more breath here. Next inhale, look forward, lift the right foot off the mat, and then bring the right foot over to the right side. So if I turn to the front, the right foot is flat down on the mat, left knee is bent, fingertips are out in front of you, and you're just going to walk your hands forward. Tuck the left toes under and then send your hips back towards the left heel. So this is called gate pose. You should feel a deep stretch in the inner right thigh here. 3 more breaths, resting your forehead down on the mat. And then on your next inhale, come back up to tabletop, so hands directly beneath the shoulders, and just step your right knee back in. Good, finding a neutral spine and tabletop again. On your next inhale, extend the left leg back, and again, a few rocks back and forth, just lengthening the back of that left leg. Good, and then from here, lift the left foot off the mat. Bring the left foot all the way off to the right side, tuck the toes, push into both hands, especially the left one, and look back to your left toes. In every move, almost keep hollowing the lower belly just to lengthen the torso more. Good, and then next inhale, look forward. Lift the left leg off the mat and place the left foot all the way off to the left. Tuck the right toes under, walk your hands out a little bit more in front of you, so about 1 foot forward. And then exhale, draw your hips back onto your right heel, place the forehead down on the mat. And here you want to keep lengthening the spine, so keep drawing the sit bones back and up slightly. 3 more breaths. And next inhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders first, lift up into tabletop, and then just step the left knee back into tabletop. From here, on an inhale, on an inhale, bring your weight forward so shoulders are over the wrists. And then exhale, we're going to bend the elbows towards each other, so not out to the side, towards each other. Keep the hips lifted and draw your chest and chin down to the mat. Take a deep breath in here, lift the sit bones, and then next inhale, make sure your toes are untucked, slide through and lift the upper back for cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Next inhale, keeping the feet down on the mat, extend your arms back. Take 3 breaths here. Make sure you're not looking straight ahead, but you're looking down so the back of your neck stays long. Next inhale, lift the feet if you want. They can also stay down on the mat. 1 more breath here. And exhale, release. Bring your hands directly beneath your shoulders. And then press your hips onto your heels for child's pose. The knees can stay together. So we just want to lengthen the spine. Next inhale, come back up to tabletop. So stacking shoulders over wrists. Tuck the toes underneath your heels, and then inhale, lift the knees about 3 inches off the mat to hover. Hollow your lower belly, reach forward through the crown of the head, reach back through your sit bones, and hold. Make sure you're not slouching in the shoulders, so you're really rounding the upper back, protracting the shoulder blades. 2 more breaths. And then exhale, release the knees back down. From here on an inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, right hand slides underneath the left shoulder without dropping the right shoulder down. So just reach over to the left. 2 more times. Inhale, open up the chest, reach the right arm up. Exhale to twist and reach. Last one, inhale. And exhale to reach. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, left arm rises. Take a deep breath in, open up the chest. Exhale, reach the left arm under the right shoulder. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale to reach, squeeze the obliques. 1 more inhale. And exhale to reach. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck your toes underneath your heels. Send your hips back. And then from here, straighten the legs, come up to downward facing dog. So in down dog, you can keep the knees bent. Just make sure that you're really lengthening your spine and the head is hanging heavy. You want the weight to be in between your thumbs and index fingers, and make sure your fingers are spread super wide. From here, press the chest down, lift the hips so it's kind of a anterior pelvis tilt, so really lift the sit bones up. And then from there, only if you can keep your spine straight can you work on straightening the legs. Let's hold here 5 breaths. Each inhale, think of length. Each exhale, think of depth. So every inhale, lifting the sit bones. Every exhale, squeezing stomach to thighs. 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, look forward, slowly walk up to the top of your mat. Now keeping the feet at a hip width distance. So not together, just a little bit apart. And then bend the knees generously so that your stomach can stay in connection to your thighs. From here, opposite hand to opposite elbow, allow your spine to release. So you were trying to find length from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. Make sure there's no tension in your neck and shoulders. And here you can just stay hanging, or you can add some side to side swaying movement. Whatever feels best for you, so wherever you feel like you're getting the most length. I'm going to 2 more breaths here. And then release the hands. Bend the knees a lot. Vertebra by vertebra. Roll the spine up. So stacking each vertebra over the other. Notice all the sensations in the legs, the tingling, the buzzing. Head is the last thing to lift. Here you can roll the shoulders out at the top. Good, finding Tadasana, so mountain pose, lengthening your spine, lengthening your whole body. On an inhale, reach the arms above your head. Take another deep breath in, reach up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, swan dive forward. So sit bones come back, chest is open, keep the back flat, and exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs, lengthen forward through the crown of the head. Exhale, bring your fingertips down, heel toe your feet apart twice. So the toes are out slightly and the heels are in. From here, exhale and squat down. Bring your hands to heart or to the mat if that's not accessible. If you have a lot of pain here in the Achilles tendon because this is a little bit too wide of an ankle, you can put a towel under your heels. You can also sit on a block or books to make it a little bit easier. Wherever you are, let's hold here for 5 breaths. So here, don't let your spine round, really open up the chest, so using your core and back muscles instead of the arms. The elbows are only there to assist in opening the hips. So it's not just the elbows pushing them apart, it's really the glutes. And then here, keep growing tall with every breath in. 3 more breaths here. Then on your next exhale, bring your hands behind you, fingers point towards the feet. You can sit your hips down, walk your feet almost together, so they're hip width distance apart, about, I'd say 20 centimeters between both feet. On an inhale, lift the hips up high for a reverse tabletop. Open up the chest here and hold. 3 more breaths. Keep pressing into your heels, lifting the hips. Good, 1 more breath in, lift, and exhale, lower. Cross your shins, place your hands down, step back to high plank. Hold here. So again, fingers are spread super wide. Make sure you're not dropping the hips. Hips are at the same level of the shoulders. Round your upper back and hold. Three more breaths. Good. Next inhale, lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. From down dog, on an inhale, shift forward plank. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale, shift forward plank, come onto your toes. Exhale, lift from the hips, downward facing dog. 1 last one. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From here, on an inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Good. So when you step forward, try to really round your upper back, lift and tuck the right knee in, and then step it forward. From here, lengthen through the crown of the head. Next, inhale, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. If this is too much right now, you can keep the left knee down on the mat and just work on lowering the hips towards the right heel. So wherever you are, if you're standing, try to lengthen through the left leg. Wherever you are, make sure you're lifting and lengthening the spine. 2 more breaths. And then exhale, frame your right foot with your hands, step back, high plank. Inhale here, exhale, go either straight back to downward facing dog or take a vinyasa. Let's lower the knees down to the mat. Bend the elbows, lower halfway. Inhale, slide through, pressing into the hands and lifting the knees off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot between your hands. Lengthen forward through the crown of the head. Next inhale, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Or again, you can have the right knee down. 3 more breaths. Keep reaching up through your fingertips, but make sure to draw the shoulders away from your ears. And try to keep the hips both pointing forward, so making sure the right hip is coming a little bit forward, left hip a little bit back so that they're leveled. And then next exhale, frame your left foot with your hands, step back, high plank, and Vinyasa. So either knees, bend the elbows lower halfway, and make your way back to down dog. Good. Next inhale, the right leg rises again. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Now try to keep your left knee lifted. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, we're going to ground down through the left heel and open up towards the long side of the mat for warrior 2. So the left toes are turned in about 45 degrees. Keep bending your right knee and pressing the right knee out to the right, making sure that you can still see your right big toe. And hold. 2 more breaths here. And then next, exhale, windmill the hands, come onto your left toes, step back, high plank, and chaturanga. If you want to keep the knees off the mat this time, you can. So bending the elbows, lowering down halfway. Inhale, rise up, upward facing dog or cobra with the knees down. And exhale, down dog. And next inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up. Take a deep breath in here, lengthen. Exhale, drop the right heel down, warrior 2. 2 breaths here. Keep pressing your left knee out to the left, separating your hands from each other. And then exhale, windmill the hands down, frame your left foot, come onto the right toes, and step back, high plank. Inhale here, exhale your Vinyasa, and you can even skip it, it's not a problem. Good, from here, look to the top of your mat, step to the top, come into halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose. Keep both knees squeezing together, the big toes are touching, and the heels are slightly apart. Reach up through the fingertips, and hold here. Make sure the weight is in the back of your heels, so you can even lift the toes if you want to. 3 more breaths. Good, next inhale, rise, press into the heels, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Press the hips forward and open up the chest by squeezing the elbows together behind you and squeezing the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in here into your chest. And next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, so back is flat, chest is open. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fingertips on the mat, heel toe your feet apart. Coming into that squat again. Exhale, squat down between your legs. Good, from here, so the toes are 45 degrees pointing out. We're going to inhale, stand up tall, reach the arms up, lengthen the whole body. Exhale, squat down. So here, keep your core super engaged. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, squat down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2, keep your chest open. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, last one. Exhale, come all the way down. Place your hands behind you. Sit onto your sit bones. This time lift the legs off the mat, or the toes can touch the mat just to keep the chest open. So you have the option of either being here, feet up, or legs straight. So wherever you choose, make sure that your chest is open and your spine is not rounding. And let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep hollowing your lower belly, 2, and 1, low boat. So exhale, reach the toes forward, reach the fingertips towards your toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, whole body's shaking, and 1. And then if you want to add, inhale, high boat, exhale, low boat, 4 more times. Inhale, exhale, 3 more. Inhale, exhale, feel the burn. You can do it 2 more. Exhale, last one. Exhale, hold, and release. So I hope you can still see me. All right, release. Just feel all the tension in the hips that you've just let go of. And if you want to sigh anything out, take a deep breath in, exhale through the mouth. Just letting go of any remaining tension. I hope that built up a little bit of heat in the body, allowed you to move a little bit during this time of house arrest. We gotta do what we can. From here, bend both knees. Keep your feet on the mat about hip-width distance apart. On an inhale, lift your hips off the mat for bridge pose. You can interlace your hands underneath your back, but for today, just really push the pinkies down, keep the thumbs up, just so you're nice and grounded down in the shoulder blades. And sometimes I feel like interlacing the hands is kind of cheating for grounding down, so just actively and consciously push down through your shoulder blades. And then push down through the top or the back of your head so that your chin comes away from your chest. And hold here. Engage your legs, your glutes, press into the heels for 3, 2, 1, lift up higher, and vertebra by vertebra, exhale, come down. Take your knees into your chest, maybe rock a little bit side to side to massage your back. And then grab the outsides of your feet for happy baby. Draw your knees down into your armpits. Knees are about 90-degree bend. Keep the toes flexed. So here, don't worry too much about the knees coming really close to the mat. Worry more about grounding down through your tailbone and through the shoulder blades. So really trying to keep the back as flat and long as possible. And then here you can rock a little bit side to side if that feels good. And a couple more breaths here. And then release your feet, bring your knees into your chest. Hug your knees in tightly. Point your toes, lift your forehead up into your knees, squeeze yourself into the tiniest little ball possible. Take a deep inhale, hold the breath, and squeeze as tightly as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then exhale, release. Extend your legs out in front of you, your arms alongside your body. Relax completely. Just notice any sensations in the body. Take a deep breath in and exhale through the mouth. And allow yourself to let go of any remaining tension. Allowing yourself to just be present before you head back into the rest of your day. Just giving yourself a couple moments to be fully connected to yourself. And so you don't zone out completely in Shavasana, place your right hand on your stomach and your left hand on your chest. And let's just take a couple breaths here in silence with the eyes closed. Just focusing on that rhythmic movement of your breath and using that as a meditation. Feeling the warmth of your body, feeling your heartbeat. And allow your feet to relax, the toes to relax. Notice all the sensations in your feet and in your legs. Allow your hips to relax with every exhale, releasing more tension. Notice the weight of your arms. Allow your hands to relax on your stomach. And relax your neck and throat. Feel the heaviness of your head. And relax the muscles in your face. And you can stay here for as long as you'd like. If you have time, then please stay here longer. Otherwise, it was my pleasure to guide you through this short and quite easy, I hope, Vinyasa sequence. I hope you have a wonderful day. It is such a beautiful day to be alive, and you have so many things to be grateful for. And as you go forth in the rest of your day, may you have peace in your thoughts, in your words, and in your heart. Namaste.